Tony D and Little Joan in the background, and this is a screenwriter's rant on North of Normal. Pretty much the only trailer I could find that's current that I haven't burned through. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books, links in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys. Books 1 through 11 available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. Thanks to all who came out to Mood's Farm in Mullica Hill, New Jersey. Sold a bunch of books, met a lot of people, and escaped the terrible thunderstorm while standing in the middle of a field surrounded by metal pipes. Anyhow, pretty much this movie can be summed up in this opening scene in the trailer where a young girl is talking to her principal and he's asking her, oh, how are you adjusting to the new school? And she says, it's great, everything's great. And he asks her about her home life and she says, oh, everything's fine, it's better than sleeping with my mom and her boyfriends. And then there's a pregnant pause and then she explains, oh, well, obviously I'm not sleeping with the boyfriends. And that kind of sums up the movie for me. It's about a single mom who's burning through boyfriends left and right, and the little girl has to deal with it. It's kind of, it's a drama, so it feels kind of sad that this little girl's put through that, but they call it feels genius, deep, and real. I don't know how real it is. I don't know how selfish the mom is for putting a daughter through all that. Maybe she's had some tough times. I don't know. It just feels like they might as well call this Single Mom the movie. Anyhow, this is based on the memoir. So it was a memoir, North of Normal. See a Sunrise Person. Is that her name? Is that her real name? Screenplay by Alex Weir, directed by Carly Stone. It looks like another one of these movies. It's a drama about an unusual family relationship. The mother and daughter go through all this drama. But it kind of feels like it's mostly on the mother for not getting her act together and raising her kid. Or maybe just picking one boyfriend and picking a responsible boyfriend rather than running around. And she's dragging her kid through all these relationships. She at one point left the kid with her grandparents, but then I think the grandparents died. And the mother had to come back. So this is one of the boyfriends. And I think that's the grandfather. So I don't know. I guess it feels like a movie that's trying to sell the idea of this unusual life as, oh no, it's very good, it's normal, it's north of normal, but it's mostly normal. Look, there are people in a lot of different circumstances. I'm not trying to judge, but from a movie standpoint, unusual families is kind of like a staple in Hollywood. What would be unusual now is to see a damn family. Just a regular family. Preferably one that actually got along and didn't go through a heavy drama. Maybe went through, I don't know, like a drama that didn't feel so forced. Like something that, to me, a drama would be like, I don't know, somebody gets addicted to drugs. Like that to me feels like a real drama. And you don't have to relationships get torn apart by it, but you don't have to kind of artificially tear the relationships apart just to have those. It's based on a memoir, so I'm sure it's at least partly true, but then again, Hollywood takes its many liberties with these sorts of things, so I don't know. It's not my kind of movie anyway. Here I am complaining about it. It looks perfectly fine, I guess, if you want to see a drama about this subject. To me, I'd probably be bored to tears. Just a girl and her various problems with her mom. Yeah, not something I want to pay to see. It's something I, as a man, sometimes have to endure with women I've dated. I mean, okay, I, you know, it's a drama, I guess. Um, I don't know. It just, and then North of Normal. That's what really gets me, I guess. The title. The title is like North of Normal. What is that? Anyhow, so first, I mean, it's a memoir, so I think the first act probably starts out in the school, but then flashes back to different times in her life. And I think the crux of this movie is probably, will her mother finally get her act together, and how she's dealing with the fallout. So, like, I think the first act maybe starts with the present day and then goes back to the past, and then you see this big wind up of various boyfriends the mother's been with, and couldn't make it work, and living in tents or whatever. And then the second act finally gets to the current day. So you've seen her as a little girl missing her grandparents, and her mother's driving her crazy. And then finally her mother comes back into her life to say, I finally found a guy that can make my life stable, I guess. And now she's a teenager and she kind of doesn't believe her. And I don't know, I guess the grandfather's still in the picture to some extent. But third act, she eventually, I don't know, comes to terms with her mother's crazy behavior, I guess. It's just, I don't know. I guess I just can't relate to a movie like this, because I feel like my family's very grounded, and this is so, I don't know how people live this way. I feel bad for this little girl. When I see this trailer, I go, oh, that poor girl. Her mother's selfish. Why don't her mother, like, get a nice job and a stable home life for this little girl until she's at least older? Why is she, like, dating every surfer that comes along? Like, that's my gut reaction to this trailer. Now, maybe I mean, it's based on a book. There's probably a lot more to it, but that's my gut reaction. So, I guess, I mean, for people who like drama, I feel this skews mostly towards women, but it feels like a girl who was from a broken home to a large extent. Her home feels kind of broken to me. And, again, I don't go to movies for this. I go to movies to escape, to see escapism and fun and action and, cool stuff that I can't see in real life. People who go to movies to see this stuff, I just don't understand you. Like, why do you want to see this? Like, what is in this for you? Do you not have enough drama in your own life? Do you not have enough problems that you got to relive somebody else's problems in the theater? I just don't get it. But anyhow, it's called North of Normal. I'm not sure when it comes out. It feels like a fall movie. So I'm going to suggest probably comes out sometime in September. Doesn't really say. So, I mean, I can't say it looks bad. It's just the subject matter just doesn't feel like something I really want to see. No, I'm not trying to throw shade at the movie. I'm just telling you my gut level reaction. Like, I wouldn't read this book. I wouldn't see this movie. So, it seems perfectly fine, I guess. It's got a lot of detail. Let me say something nice about it. It has a ton of detail. It has different characters. I don't know how interesting they are. They just kind of seem to be rambling through life. It's the events in the movie, really. I mean, if you want to see people living their weird lives, I guess. I don't know who wants to see that. It just seems so boring to me. Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more bass takes. I will be in Mays Landing tomorrow at Lake Lenape for the dragon boat races. And I'll be set up there. It should be a good day. I'm hoping it's going to be as nice a day as it was today at Moods Farms. Thanks to everybody out who came. Thanks to everybody who came out to Moods Farm for the Blueberry Festival. You missed the blueberries. Oh, I'm gonna go have some now. Anyhow, we'll see you.